Hey guys, what's good? Mike here, Laker Talk. Let's talk Laker basketball. I know it's been a minute. I've been saying that over the last few videos, but I've been crazy busy. Been coaching my son's baseball team, doing some business stuff. Just got back from Vegas on a business conference, and really, first day back that I really have a chance to take a breather and share my thoughts on Laker basketball. Pre All-Star break, I didn't really watch too much basketball. I've been paying attention. Obviously, we lost 3 in a row leading into the All-Star break. Then the All-Star break, it was like I wasn't even paying attention to any of it. I didn't even watch the basketball game, the All-Star game. I was so busy. And then I caught some of the Lonzo Ball game. He came back. We played the Mavs after the break, and I caught that. I was at Mastros in Vegas, saw it on the TV, didn't have a chance to talk about it or tweet about it or anything like that. And then yesterday, I was at Dave & Buster's with the family, with a group of friends, and caught the game, and that was cool. Anyway, my thoughts on the Lakers. Really love what's going on with the Lakers. I love our chemistry and love where we're going. Now, let's go back. Pre-All-Star break. We were all getting on Isaiah Thomas, right? The trade happens. The Cavs go on their run. We trade Jordan Clarkson, Larry Nance Jr. Cavs go crazy. We lose 3 in a row. Now, if you look at that, historically, it's really tough to win on the road pre-All-Star break. Everyone is checked out, so to speak, okay? And you go on the road for 3 tough games, for 3 tough teams who really don't want to, you know, lose to the Lakers. The Mavs including one, when we go to play the Mavs, for some reason, they play way up, you know, based on their level of talent. So those 3 games, we were getting on Isaiah Thomas, man. We did the trade. We lose our defensive energy and all that stuff. I mean, there was a game where I even, in my opinion, I'm thinking, you know, Kuzma's got to now step up. Since we lost Larry Nance Jr., Kuzma's got to step up on the defensive end. You know, Isaiah Thomas got big minutes, and he's a defensive nightmare. And we lose 3 in a row. Everyone's like, you know, the trade messed us up. Then we come back, and post All-Star break, we're now at home, we're comfy, we're well rested. Lonzo comes back, we beat up on the Mavs. And then the next day, tough road game in Sacramento, and we win. Shout out to Isaiah Thomas. I just want to shout out to Isaiah Thomas for coming off the bench, playing or putting up some numbers, 17 points in each of those last 2 games in our win. And there's a bunch of crows sitting on this house right there, crazy. Anyway, so shout out to Isaiah Thomas for filling that Jordan Clarkson's role of somebody who can come off the bench and give us a spark on the offensive end, handle the ball, etc. So I like Isaiah Thomas in that role. It was good to see Lonzo Ball back, get 17 minutes, played pretty well for what I've seen and what I saw. I didn't hear anything about how his knee responded, but the fact that he's our future, you got to bring him back slowly. I like the idea of not playing him back to back right now. Let's see how his knee responds. Play him here and there, and then build him up. I think leading into the last 15 games or so, where he's playing 35, 40 minutes a game, because that's going to lead us into the offseason, and he can rest all he wants and rehab his knee all he wants. But I like the idea of building him up and then letting him finish the season strong on bigger minutes and things like that. Like I've been saying, Julius Randle, in my last few videos, like I've been saying, we need to go after Julius Randle, all right? I need to make a video. Somebody said, Mike, make a video on Julius Randle's turnaround. It's obviously clear that it looks like Julius Randle has arrived. Looking back 4 years now of him coming up with the Lakers, it looks like he has arrived. What do I mean by him being that he has arrived? It looks like his mistakes are being limited, and his ability to finish at the rim is slightly going up. Okay, so you got him limiting his bonehead mistakes, though he does bully people over still, and he gets called on charges and things like that. It's not where his mistakes were outnumbering his value on the floor. Now it looks like he is more valuable on the floor, being able to finish with more balance, and still bullying guys at the rim, and limiting his mistakes. So his value on the floor is rising to the point to where I used to say Julius Randle is the perfect guy to come off the bench, where you limit his time on the floor, you let him go crazy, limit his time, and then you sit him back down. Now it's like you want him as a starter. That's the turnaround that everybody's seeing in Julius Randle. I'm seeing it. Obviously, Magic and Rob is seeing it. Other teams are seeing it. So that being said, other teams are going to go after Julius Randle crazy. Rob and Magic, in my opinion, needs to look to re-sign Julius Randle. I don't know if he's going to wait and not take an offer that we might give him right now as an extension. See what type of offer sheets he get. But the Lakers obviously have cap money to go after Randle. Once they go after, or obviously any offer sheet that comes in, they can wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and match it at the last minute. But you go after Paul George with a max deal in the offseason, and then you go after Randle and you fill in the rest like we see now with minimal or short-term contracts. And then you look to try to go after Klay Thompson or so in 2019 or what have you, right? But you don't, I mean, now you throw the Cavs in there. The Cavs right now coming after the All-Star break, they lost 2 in a row to the Wizards and the Spurs. And so all that talk about the Cavs being a walkthrough into the East is like, ooh, you got to put that on hold. So that being said, if they're not this team that we thought pre-All-Star break, and you know, LeBron James ends up losing, I mean, you still might need to entertain that deal. And if that comes about, then we might not be able to re-sign Randle. But if LeBron James is doing something else, maybe going to the Spurs or what have you, and then we go after Paul George and look to re-sign Julius Randle, and we fill in the rest. I think that's still going to give us a bump. Obviously, from what we have today, it's going to give us a bump, and we just go from there, right? It won't be that championship team yet, but what you got to do each year is take a nice big leap in acquiring a Paul George, retaining guys like Julius Randle and how well they're playing. It's going to give us a bump. So going down the list, I'm loving what Josh Hart is doing, loving his ability to put up 10 and 10 on any given night, loving his ability to attack rebounds and his defensive energy, loving what KCP did yesterday. That was crazy. Liking, you know, what we're getting from Brook Lopez. Obviously, Julius Randle, Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma off the bench, and Isaiah Thomas. That's our core right now. And we get Lonzo back. That's going to put us about 8 deep. And I like when Zubac is getting minutes. So when you're looking at our team, we're a young team. I like the fact that it looks like we want to finish the season strong. We got about 23 games left. Pretty much everybody, the main guys, outside of our young guys like Lonzo, Brandon Ingram, Kuzma, they're not playing for contracts, but everybody else seems to be playing for contracts. Isaiah Thomas is playing for a max deal or some big contract, so he's going to ball out the rest of the season. Julius Randle's going to ball out. Brook Lopez is going to ball out. KCP is going to ball out. Even Zubac, guys like those guys got to play, continue to play at a high level for the rest of the season. And it looks like that's going to benefit us fans watching these games, even though we're out of playoff contention. But I think having this type of energy and this chemistry that we're continuing to build is going to go well for us watching these games as the year winds down. So I'm looking forward to that. So that's my thoughts on the Lakers right now. Really like how we came out the gate off the break and beat these two teams. I think we play Atlanta next, and I think going down, looking down the schedule, it looks like we have a favorable schedule. So I think it'll be nice and exciting. I'm looking forward to getting back into Laker talk and putting more of my content out as games go on and Laker news and things come about. I'll be sharing my thoughts on my YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, also in between videos, if you want to catch my thoughts, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at MikeSportsLA. And as always, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll be talking to you guys soon. Thanks for commenting, liking, and subscribing, and I'll holler at you guys. Peace.